at that time, I'm in a relationship. I'm going to the strip club. It's like, you going? I'm like, listen, this is research. This ain't about the. This is research. I gotta see what's going on. I gotta see when the beat drop. What are they throwing money? This is research. My strip club time when I go there is research.
Say, look,
right?
you wasn't looking at the girls. You was strictly. You was in there. Oh, okay. This is what's working. This is okay.
Yeah,
I see what's working. I like that.
And I always wanted to, always paid attention to the game. And I think as a producer, that's the challenge. It's like, can you get out your own way? When people praise you for a record, because a lot of times we like that, we'll just stick with that one sound.
That's crazy, because I was about to go into a question. I was going to ask you what kind of advice would you give to upcoming producers, but you seem to be giving now.
Oh yeah, because I know they watch your page. I know they love these beat breakdowns. And I think a lot of times people ain't really giving the gems like that. And I think one of the biggest things I could tell producers is, number one, have a tag that people say that they can hear clearly, because any piece of art has a tag, signature at the bottom right. If you don't have a tag, you're not going to know who you are. You'll have the biggest record in the world and nobody knows your name, so you're not going to get more work. It's going to be very difficult. So make sure you tag up and make sure it's clearly said. And the second thing is really like keep switching up your style. Keep switching it up, because nowadays records don't last long. The shelf life of a record at best may be 3 months before that. Like it used to be longer.
It did.
It used to be longer. You could go a whole year.
We live in the microwave generation, man. If it's that quick and it's gone.
Yeah. So once this record don't celebrate too much, because you're on your next move. Yeah. And that record, people may get tired of those sounds. Yeah. They may get tired of that pattern. So a lot of times, we keep switching it up and keep studying because you can't, I look at music as war. You can't make it in a war. You can't win a war unless you study the battlefield. Yeah. So it's like I'm listening to everything and I'm looking at what people are reacting to. So I'm always studying other producers. I'm looking at patterns. I'm looking at sounds used. I'm always interested in where we're headed versus where we're at. It's like, where are we going? This person just dropped this song. Is this going to shift? Do I think I could shift the culture back over here? So I'm always challenging myself, and that would be my biggest thing. Other than that, don't get too caught up in loops. Don't get too caught up in pre-recorded sounds. Learn those keys, because if you get in a situation like I was with Rihanna and certain people, once they bust out singing,
you got to be.
It's time.
Yeah,
if you can't, they don't want to hear. Oh, let me go on this website and find this loop.
I found that we're doing going around interviewing a lot of producers. The best producers all know how to play an instrument.
Yeah.
Or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Because you got to have that in your bag when you're going in there.
Right. And to me, you're right. And to me, that's what separates the boys from the men. Now, I'm not saying that you can't have success. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is, like I tell people, when I'm collabing, when you put that keyboard in front of somebody, you get to know who somebody really is. It sounds cool when we hear the end result, but at the end of the day, we had this thing in church where you'll see somebody playing for the pastor, but then when somebody starts singing a song, you'll see them hit this transpose key because they only know how to play in one key. They don't know how to, and you'll see them try to find a key because they only know how to play in one key. And it's like, oh yeah, you ain't a real, so that in church,
I never knew
people
that.
look at that transpose. It's like, oh, you don't know how to play in any other key. You got to keep pitching up and down in the same. So I like, especially in a day like this, because now kids make beats, right? Because the entry to becoming a producer is no longer you needing hardware. So now somebody can open up their laptop and be like, I'm a producer now. So you get my respect when you actually, know how to play the keys, or if your ear is because Steve Jobs didn't know how to make anything, but he knew how to orchestrate.
There you go.
Right? So a Khaled or a Diddy, they know how to orchestrate. They don't know how to play no keys.
That's a producer.
But they're producing.
Quincy Jones.
Right, Quincy, right? This has been going on.
Yeah.
So it's not just keys, but it's also just having that ear
and putting stuff together.
But if you're gonna call yourself a producer just from a beat maker standpoint, if you're constantly using loops and putting drums underneath it, you're not a you're not a producer. You're just a drum You're a drum programmer. And you might go get a placement, but you don't get my respect.
I got you.
You don't get. I don't care how many placements you get. If you, because it's a disrespect to the art to not learn how to, like, you want to make it in music, but you're not learning anything about music, and you don't care to. You know what I'm saying? So all this new AI stuff, I see what's going on. I see what's going on, but at the end of the day, you know, you get my respect when you are, because I started off playing with choirs. I had to learn this. I had to learn how to play by ear. Just people busting out singing in church. I had to find the key, learn how to play. And so I put in that type of work to be able to go, you know, my Grammy nomination is with Tamar Braxton in the Love and War. It's just an R&B record. That's where, so to be able to go so left and right is just because I always respected the art of music. So I don't, you get my full respect when I see that you really respect the art. You're really studying. You know, I was making a joke about the strip club, but I really do study, and I'm looking at what's going on. What makes people just jump up? Yeah. Why did they take the beat out? Anticipation, climax. Okay, intro. Like I'm always studying it, and if you're not in it at that level, you don't get my respect.